Hi guys, today I'm gonna be presenting the two sculptural artists. Let's get started. First off is Michelangelo. He was born on March 6, 1475 to February 18, 1564. He's an Italian sculptor, painter, architect, and poet of the High Renaissance born in the Republic of Florence. A number of his works of painting, sculpture, architecture rank among the most famous in existence. He was the first Western artist whose biography was published while he was alive. And right there is the marble that he made, David. The marble of David is created in between 1501 to 1504, and it is 17 feet tall. David was about to be positioned along the roofline of the east end of Florence of Cathedral, but it was placed in a public square outside the Palazzo Vecchio instead. The eyes of David, with a warning glare, were fixated towards Rome. And right there is the Last Judgment, a depiction of the second coming of Christ and the final and eternal judgment by God of all humanity. It took over 4 years to complete between 1536 and 1541, but the preparation of the altar wall began in 1535, so they planned earlier in time before the year of 1536. In the upper part, in the inhabitants of heaven are joined by the newly saved. The reception of the painting was mixed from the start with much praise but also criticism on both religious and artistic grounds. And right there is the creation of Adam. It is a fresco painting that forms part of the Sistine Chapel ceiling, painted in 1508 to 1512. It illustrates the biblical creation narrative from the book of Genesis, in which God gives life to Adam, the first man. It has been reproduced in countless imitation and parodies, and also one of the best replicated religious paintings of all time. And next up, Tony Cragg. He was born on April 9, 1945. Tony Cragg is a sculptor who studied art at Gloucestershire College of Arts and Technology. In 1977, Cragg moved to Germany and had several solo exhibitions, including Listen Gallery, London, 1979. In 1981, he created Britain's Scene from the North, considered a signature early work, made of multicolored scraps of various materials assembled in relief on the wall. So that's it, the Britain Scene from the North. Tony made this work during a visit to Britain in 1981, when he felt that the nation was beset by social and economic difficulties. It is made out of plastic, wood, rubber, paper, and other materials. This has prompted his work to be described as a relationship of the part to the whole, an idea derived from particle physics. And right there is the green, yellow, red, orange, and blue bottles too. The objects on the wall that Tony has organized correlated to single objects he has placed on the floor. So he placed the little bottles on the floor right there. You barely see it. Not the ones on the top, just on the bottom. Behind each of these bottles is a projection or explosion of the same shape in pieces of discarded plastics. So that's the ones on the walls, the big bottles shapes. He has sorted through discarded plastics in order to match colors to single bottles. So he used all the natural materials with the colors to make shapes like this: green, yellow, red, orange, and blue. That's how he did it. And then the last one, the Black Diablos, 2006. It is a pivotal sculpture belonging to the species that the artist refers to as rational beings. The kinetic whirling forms of Black Diablos transgress multiple dimensions and challenge the limits of physical space, suggestive of human form and the geometries within it. The Black Diablos is biotalk, reflecting the human cells, molecules, and bone structures, which for the artist will always be a reoccupation. And that is it. What I liked about those two artists is that their works are very interesting, and it's really cool that one of them used natural materials to make a bigger project. And thanks for watching. That's my project. Bye.